Hi guys, so today I have this set to share with you from Diamond Press that they have brought to HSN ahead of the May 14th craft day. It is the Stamp and Die Popsicle kit. It is in a box like this because there is an item in here that's new and not flat. So I'll open this up. So Diamond Press did send this item free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you'd like to. Again, possibly the shopping bag, maybe a little tab that says shop. So the 3 different ways to find those links. But check this out. Oh, those little sprinkles are so cute. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness, look at these little Fimo or polymer clay sprinkles. And then we have this, it says clear glaze dimensional medium. It says acrylic resin adds clear glossy dimensional detail to craft projects, dries in 30 to 60 minutes, acid free, water based. So I figured obviously it's going to need some drying time, so we're going to get started, and I will follow up at the end of the video to show you kind of what that looks like. Look at all of these little popsicles. Oh my gosh. How cute. So I don't know if you can see, so some of them are larger, they have different shapes. You can make them into twin pops, you can make it into a pop that's bitten, all these different shapes. This one looks like it might be some dip for that guy. This one is kind of like drippy. There's like different layers. You have like for a rocket pop type of thing right here possibly, and then you have like smaller ones. Oh my goodness, look at these little guys. And then the larger ones, right? To give you kind of an idea of some of the sizing, let's say like this guy, that would be a main popsicle, excuse me, almost a little bit bigger than 3 inches. This one's like 2.5. This one is about 2.5 also. Same thing with that one. You know, rocket pop about just a little bit bigger than 2.5. Then we have the different layerings. Then you have the different, again, like this drippy one would go on like this guy. This would be obviously for the larger one. I mean, there's a lot going on. It looks like it cuts out the words also. I jumped right in instead of doing what I normally do, which is look at these guys. So, oh my gosh, you guys. So yeah, again, that shape, you can do twin pop, you can do one where it just has like that little line in the center. Little Neapolitan looking treat. You have the chocolate dipped one there with some vanilla, or like a minty one dipped in chocolate. You have your rocket pop, just with the one little piece. I guess the little single one. I don't know what they call those. The rocket pops are obviously like red, white, and blue, but something similar to that, right? And then you have these guys that are kind of layered up, the little fudgy kind of bar, and then like a really cute, just, you know, styled one there. A little like maybe strawberry one. So they're just showing all the different ways to kind of play with these. You know, add sprinkle stamps to popsicles. So you have little sprinkle stamps, different ways here. The little guys, that they also have their dies that go along with them. Thanks, you're so sweet and the coolest ever. And then you are sweet as they make them. You make me smile. Have a sweet day. Sending smiles. The perfect pair. You know, these kinds of things. Little heart. XOXO. And here they're talking about the glaze. So it says, using clear glaze and clay sprinkles. By gently squeezing bottle, carefully apply a thin layer of clear glaze over desired area of popsicle die cut. Use a piercer tool or toothpick to pop any bubbles in the glaze. Before the glaze dries, sprinkle clay sprinkles over glaze. Allow clear glaze to dry 30 to 60 minutes. Dry time might increase depending on how thick the layer was applied. So this will be really fun to have too, with like flowers to add like little dewdrops and things like that, sounds like. So we will play with that today for sure. You know, well, let me show you these guys and then we'll talk about that, since I usually start with that too, and I just went for these, you know, new things. I want to check this out. So again, nice size stamps. Hopefully you can kind of see that. The little pops, they are so cute. Oh my gosh. Sprinkles, and I mean, look how big that thanks is. Really cool. I'm trying to see what this cuts out. I'm assuming it cuts out the thanks. A couple of the other sentiments is probably on there. You're so sweet, it looks like, and maybe the coolest ever. That's what it looks like. Okay, and then it comes with a cutting folder for the marquee, a refill. Oops. So if you don't have the marquee, you can put that to the side for something else, but your dies will be able to be run through any machine that cuts thin metal dies. You have some sticky sheets here that help you adhere to, you know, your items to your project, and these guys have little gray dots there that are meant to stick to the back of your die cut. So you put the back facing the gray dots, you kind of peel this open, rub, 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 and let those stick to the back of your die cut. So there's some info there, an applicator for you. Okay, let's think. What I'm going to do is grab a card base, probably a white card base, just more, you know, I don't know, I think of that more with like confectionery. Maybe card, like craft card would be cute. And I'll cut some of the new paper, and when that is out, some of the diamond pressed paper, when it's out, I will definitely let you know if it's out right now. Either way, the links are always updated, so you'll find it in the links if it is currently available. I don't know when I released this video. It wasn't with the first batch of things that that HSN went ahead and released there. So let's get going. I'll be right back. So I'm going to take an A2 size piece of paper and just go ahead and cut it at 5.5. Somebody asked whenever I make my own card bases, don't make my own envelopes. I have a ton of envelopes, so I haven't had to really make them, but yeah, of course, I would just make some extra ones. Since I am making these from scratch, a lot of times I have card kits or, you know, that are paired up with their envelope. But yeah, if you don't, I definitely would make my own. There are tons of videos out there, including my own, on how to make envelopes. Okay. So let's see. Maybe I should make a fresh one. Not really gonna be any different from an older video, but there you go. So scored at 4 1/4, and I like my matte layers to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I always mention this, and I don't know where people are in their crafting journey. So if you've been around and if you watch my videos, I appreciate you sticking around and hearing this. But I like 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. A lot of people, when I first started, I was always doing 4 by 5 1/4, but I just like that little bit of matte layer around. So, you know, whatever's easiest, a whole 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, just top the whole thing. That's great too. But look at this paper, you guys. I am telling you, oh my gosh, it's just, oh, it feels so nice. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that down, and, you know, just very simply going to go around the edges. And like I said, whenever you have a wet glue and you're using a specialty paper, I like to kind of move it a little bit just to get that glue spread out. Now it kind of just went for it, but there you go. Just to get that glue spread out. I didn't put a huge bead, you know, it's just a little bit, and I mean, it looks perfect, right? You don't see anything like messing with the paper there. Okay, let me grab what I need for my popsicle. I think I'm gonna make one larger popsicle. We're gonna use the sprinkles, and then I'll do like something with a sentiment. So anyway, I'll be right back. Before I get to my little pop, I was thinking, okay, my sentiment, I was going to stamp something and then cut it out, but I forgot that we can use our die. So I was going to cut this, you know, like let's say from that, and you don't have to cut it out with the die, but I think I will. So for right now, I'm just going to do like a cute little something in the background. So these are some of my nesting dies. I have diamond press nesting dies. I keep them in this binder, and they have them available on mydiamondpress.com. Also, and I'll have that info in the description box along with my discount code, 10% discount code. So I'm just going to cut out this. I think pink is really sweet. Pun intended, I suppose. And then just this kind of shimmery white. And then we'll stamp the words and all that later. So right now I'm just going to run those through just to have them for my card base, and I will be right back. So I just have these two, and what I'm going to do is just go ahead and glue this guy in the center of this. I don't know if I'm going to glue this down flat or popped up, so I have a feeling it'll be flat, so we'll do that. But for right now, I'm just going to glue these two together. Okay, guys, so I think I'm just going to make one chocolate dipped pink or like strawberry ice cream. Why not? So let's check this out. I'm gonna go with the larger one. Okay, that, and we need this, and then we need our popsicle stick. Super cute. Some of these are smaller and some are a little bit, you know, medium size and larger. I think I'll go with this largest one. And I did not get the paper for that, so I will, actually I still have some really pretty kind of blush creamy paper here for that, so let's just do that and make it a little fancier. I know part of that's gonna be hidden, to be honest, so I'm just gonna cut from here because this part won't show anyway. Just to keep that other piece of paper more intact. This is a textured paper, so I'm going to use this opposite side that's a little bit less textured for my chocolate. And then we're going to put that glaze on this. And then I have just this guy to run through. This other piece here, I think those are the ones that match up. Looks like it. Okay. So I'll just run those guys through, and I will be right back. Okay. Put to the side. So let's go ahead and get this guy going. About that much popsicle stick, I think. Let me get a little bit closer. It's not that small, but I do want to give you a little more detail. And, you know, you can cut an accent piece to go down the center of this one too. I just figured it'll look like one, like fruit pop, or milky fruit, I guess. That looks good to me. Does that look about center? Maybe there. And then this guy I'm going to go ahead and stick down, and then I'll do the glaze. So if you do the glaze first and let it dry, then, you know, you can definitely do that. But I'm going to go ahead and put this together. We'll do the glaze, and then we'll go from there. And I put the glue all over. How cute is that? Oh my gosh, look at that. So I'm going to let that set up before we move on to our glaze. That is very cute. Nice size, I will say. Let me get you a measurement. It's about 3 3/4, a little bit larger than that. And then obviously the width is maybe 1 3/4-ish. Well, that is drying, so I really want that to be dry before, you know, the glaze, just in case it reactivates it or something. I am going to go ahead and stamp the thanks, I think. Or which one? Let's see. We have thanks. The coolest ever. That's so cute. You're so sweet. Okay, let's do you're so sweet. And I'm just going to stamp that probably with a stamping tool. Again, this is generally linked in the description box, so if you need that info, it'll be there for you. And I'm going to stamp it with, oh, that'd be cute to stamp it with brown, huh? With the pink, like the chocolate and everything. But I'm going to go with the pink. And let's go with bubblegum. I notice I've been using pinks a lot in these last few tutorials. There's one. And two. And I think that'll probably do it. And then I'll just use the dye. I think I can see with the dye kind of what I'm doing. So I'll probably just go ahead and, yeah, that's pretty good. It has a good amount around the edges. If you want to make sure you're, you know, die cutting exactly where you want it, then I would definitely make an aperture. And hopefully you've seen that trick I've shown you before, or tip, technique, I don't know. I will put another little piece of tape and run that guy through. Actually, I'll use this tape because this one is probably done for this anyway. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have our center, we have that little background piece, everything's coming together. We're just going to do the glazing. So again, I just let it set up for a little bit, you know, just my hunch that I would need to do that. And I'll just bring out a little something just to help me just in case. And usually with this stuff, whenever I've used it, you know, I just try to be careful. I don't know that I want to glaze the whole thing. Maybe I mimic what's going on. I don't know if this is already open. Is it already open? Yeah. That's very interesting. Okay. I just want, actually I should check. I don't think it is. Yeah, there you go. So let's go ahead and remove that. If I can't pick it up, I'll just open it up that way. I'm gonna clean that off. Oh yeah, this stuff is sticky. Because just whatever's touched my hand feels pretty sticky there. Okay, so again, you can do little dots, a whole area, smaller, whatever it is that you're looking for. I'm thinking about maybe, let me get a little bit closer. So you can see it didn't completely just rush out when I turned it over, but maybe I'm giving it a squeeze. Still squeezing. Not showing up yet. Let me see what that's about. Oh, I saw that white piece and I thought that, I was like, oh, I guess it must have been that silver, but hello. Let's get that guy out too. Alright. Definitely need to remove that. I'm just going to poke through there. Get that guy pulled out. And I'm going to clean off anything that came into contact with it because obviously it's... It says resin on the side, acrylic resin, which is interesting. Okay, and again, it still didn't run out until I'm starting to squeeze it. Maybe I'm going to copy this a little bit. And then I'm just going to kind of bring this out. Now, what I would do with this before is I would apply it and leave it kind of puffy. And it looks really cute because it gives you dimension too. There's a little bubble that they were talking about. I'm giving it a little bit of a squeeze just to get a little extra on here. And I'll pop that bubble right now with my tool. And I'm not really squeezing anymore. I'm just kind of letting this go around to the edges. You're kind of creating like a little dam. I would probably wipe that off before I really put it away. That bubble kind of went away on its own, and some of these other ones did too, but let's just get rid of those guys. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm way down here, sorry guys, it's a good amount. And what I did when I did that little dam is that once that, let's say you broke that, it might start doing something you don't want it to, like coming into an area you don't want it to, so that's why I kind of drew it out. Yeah, I love this kind of thing. So, okay, like I said, generally for flowers, leaves, just dots here and there. I am just, I mean, I don't know if I want to be that careful about it. That one was standing up, so I guess we do want to just pop them on there. Oh, and that's not as organic as I would like. There you go. Just here and there. And maybe some of these yellow ones. But you can also pick out the colors, you know. Like maybe I wanted just a couple certain colors to go with my background. That's more blue. Let's do another yellow one. Cute. I think that's it, guys. That's pretty good. Pretty decked out there. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? I would not hit that with a heat tool. I would leave that there to naturally dry. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave it there. I might have to move it so I can move on and do other tutorials, but I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to heat set it. I'm just going to leave it alone to dry just the way it is. I'll be back in a good while. I might do a couple hours on this, and then obviously it said, what did it say? Did it say overnight? I already forgot. It does say 30 to 60 minutes, but again, I did it pretty thick. I applied it as like a coating, not just a little something to help me hold on to stuff. So that's that. I might move this guy over a little bit. There we go. Something like that. Okay. I'm gonna go wash that off, and also my scissor again because I just got some on there, and I'll be back. Real quick check-in. It's been about 30 minutes. I haven't moved on to do another video, so I just have been looking at it from, you know, where I'm walking because it hasn't warped or anything funky like that. It's drying around the very edges. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it to the side like I said so I can move on, but I did want to touch bases with you on that. I'll be back, guys. So yeah, I got another tutorial under the belt, but we'll bring back these pieces. I want to say it's been about an hour and a half maybe from when I had done this, you know, and I went and did some other things, and I can see it's still shiny and it's not sticky, you know, like it's, I suppose it's dry. I don't know if I would put it in an envelope quite yet. I probably wouldn't send it off till like maybe tomorrow to put it in the envelope and all that, but yeah, I mean, there it is. Look how cute. Okay, so, oh my gosh. I was thinking about putting this kind of like fun like that. That's what I was going to do. But now I look at that, that looks really cute with that just there, you know. But either way, I think I'm going to do what I initially thought about. I just wanted that to kind of pop up that little guy. So I think I am going to glue this down flat like I had mentioned. I was debating. And then we'll put dimensionals on our sentiment, of course. You can go right in the middle or, you know, a little bit up higher. That's what I like to do. Again, we still have that little slipperiness. And what I'm going to do is get dimensionals on this. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the, I think, well, you know what? It's pretty dimensional already. So there, I'm going to squish that down too. Just go ahead and put it down. Because it has all those little sprinkles on there. Okay. I'm going to hold that guy down and then put this on dimensionals. Okay, so I have some dimensionals on the back of that little guy. Oh, not like that. And you're so sweet. How cute is that? Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending this item for review. I will have the images come up. I'll have the links in the description box. Again, possibly in this little shopping bag here or under the little tab that says shop. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.